Greetings and welcome, friends. Mr. Waddy and my algebruddies here in real life. We were talking about order of operation. I guess there's only one order, although eventually we'll learn how to break some of those rules to make shortcuts. Ain't that right, Devin? Yeah. So here I'm going to go over a couple problems for us. The typical order that you guys would think of was Pemdas, right? And this stood for parentheses or grouping symbols, exponents or square roots, multiplication and division, which was not always done in the order of multiply then divide. It's done from left to right, so it might be D before M sometimes. And then addition and subtraction done from left to right. So when looking at this first problem, and I want to evaluate it, I've got two operations. Typically, I would have done subtraction first from left to right, but there's parentheses. So I'm going to do the 7 plus 1 first. So equals 10 minus 7 plus 1 is 8, and 10 minus 8 is the same as 10 plus negative 8. Their signs are different. I'd subtract them. And the more influential one is the one whose sign I will keep. Yeah, it looks like a Z. Sometimes my 2's look like Z's, right? Sometimes. Amity, make sure you're watching other math videos and not just like, I don't know what's going on. Looks like a video juego. Well, you can expand beyond that, right? So here we go. For this next one, I've got two operations, divide and multiply, but they're done from left to right. Don't just assume multiplication happens first. The first one that I hit going from left to right is divide, so that's what I got to do primero. 45 divided by 9 is 5. Multiplied by 12 is going to be, now watch this. This is what I do when I do 5 times 12. Instead of 5 times 12, which, yeah, Devin, you already know it, I like to think about it as 5 times 10 plus 2. And because 5 times 10 I can do, that's 50, and 5 times 2 is another 10, right? And add those together, that's 60. So sometimes I might break a number down into like the thing closest to a multiple of 10 if I had a hard time doing the multiplication in my head. But there we go. Order of operations matters. Yeah. Waddy math. W-U-O-T-I. Yeah. All right, here we go. Bunch of operations. We've got exponents. We've got subtraction, multiplication, subtraction. I jumped down to question 14, so follow along in your packets. And if you didn't do your quest last night or didn't get this far, it is not cheating to write this down, right? It's a good idea to learn from this part of the day, so don't you fret. So let's see. Order of operations, parentheses. Let's focus in here. And in here I've got exponent and subtraction. Let's do the exponent first. So I'm going to do 5 squared. What does 5 squared mean, friends? 5 times 5, and someone already told us the answer. That's 25. And what's the next operation I should do? Well, I've got the parentheses still, so I've got to work inside there. Now, as far as multiplication, eventually you could do what's called the distributive property, which is like a cheat of the order of operations, and it is a legal, permissible cheat, so that is allowed. So 25 minus 4, that's going to be 21. And let's see, 21 times 2, I'm going to multiply before subtract, right? So that's going to be 42. And 42 minus 18. Now, guys, check this out. 42 minus 18. What I might do is 42 minus 20, and 18 is 2 less than 20. Right? That might be a crazy way to do it. But that's the same as 42 minus 18, right? Is 20 minus 2 the same as 18? Yeah. Right? And so that's the same as 42 minus 20 plus 2. If I distribute this minus sign. And 42 minus 20, I'm like, that's 22. And plus 2, that's 24. Now you could have, maybe you're just like super fast. But that's literally how I think about it in my head, because like 42 minus 18, I'm like, I don't know. Is it going to be like 26? I don't know. Like I'd be all over the place. But 24 is the solution. Let's see. Let's keep cruising. Ooh. All right. The way they wrote their work is a little bit weird here, but does anyone see what the error was? Yeah, it looks like they did the addition before subtraction, right? 6 plus 12, they got 18, and then subtract, they got 1. So Pooja, what do you think the correct way to do that would have been? What should I have done? Yeah, addition and subtraction from left to right. So that would have been 19 minus 6 is 13. And then I could add those together and get 25. Right. I like it. And let's see, last one. This one's probably scared you. But the fractions they chose for these were super friendly. So that was nice of them. Thanks, Big Ideas. Actually, yeah, this is Big Ideas, yeah. So let's see. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to add these. I'm working inside the parentheses. So that's why I'm targeting addition first. 1 and 1/6 is the same as 1 plus 1/6. Plus 5/6, all right, is kind of what's, if I break that apart a little bit, what's a sixth plus 5/6? That's 6/6, which is 1, right? So this is going to be the same as 8 times just 1 plus 1. You probably could have just immediately gone down to this next step, and that's fine. But it's going to be 2 when I add those together, right? All right. 8 times 2, I would do the multiply before divide, right? Only because this is to the left of that. And yeah, someone said 16. And divided by 4 is 4. Yeah. I like it. By the way, the Mr. Waddy's least favorite number, the thing that I hate the most, is this number right here. Because you have to pluralize this, right? This is, right, if I say 1/6, okay, right? 2/6, I would never have to say, because 2/6 reduces to 1/3, right? 2 over 6 equals 1/3. 3/6 is the same as 1/2. 4/6 is the same as 2/3. But 5/6 is irreducible, and it forces me to have to say this word, sixths. It's the worst. Pluralizing the fraction sixth? Oh my goodness. Anyways, now you know my least favorite number in all of existence. Have a great day, friends. Bye-bye.